Battalion, march to victory. Māori Battalion, staunch and true. Māori Battalion, march to glory. Take the honour of the people with you.
Kia ora, good evening. The last survivors of one of our most famous fighting units have called time on their dwindling group. 3,600 served in the 28th Maori Battalion in the Second World War. Today, just 25 remain.
The Battalion Association was wound up today at a service recalling their formidable reputation in battles across North Africa, Greece, Crete and Italy. Daniel Faitaua with this from the National War Memorial.
They are the last men standing. A dozen of the 25 survivors from the 28th Maori Battalion Association gathered to remember their comrades and to say goodbye.
It's not enough for us to keep it going, so we have to stop sometime. Better now than when there's no one here at all.
The years have taken their toll, and as numbers dwindled, these veterans agreed it was time to formally disband.
It's a sad ending to what's been a wonderful time for us in our lifetime. Hundreds
attended the ceremony, military chiefs, dignitaries and diplomats from overseas.
It made, excuse me, but a tear falls every time I hear that hymn sung, Auehu. Because every time prior to us going to war, they used to say a prayer over us.
For the Maoris, this is a time of weeping as well as of joy. Those who will not return are not forgotten.
A total of 3,600 men served with the 28th Maori Battalion during World War II, fighting in Greece, North Africa and Italy. 649 died and 1,700 were wounded. In 2004, veterans travelled to mark the 60th anniversary of the Battle of Monte Cassino. The 28th Maori Battalion was one of the most celebrated and decorated units in the history of the New Zealand Armed Forces. But members from the Hawke's Bay branch chose to boycott today's ceremony. They told me they're against the closure because they believe whānau and friends nationwide will no longer stay connected. That's despite a generation keen to continue in the footsteps of the men who gave their today for our tomorrow.
It was quite important for me to do this because I've been going to dawn parades with my grandfather.
We don't want to lose things like this. We want to keep memories and keep passing, information down so it doesn't get lost.
Seen through traditions that will go on long after the last soldier's gone. Daniel Faitaua, One News.
A service at the National War Memorial has marked the closure of the 28th Maori Battalion Association. With just 25 of the men who served in the battalion in World War II left, today they met formally for the last time. Emma Jolliffe reports.
The 28th Maori Battalion once numbered 3,600. Now just a handful remain. One of those is president of the Battalion's Association, Nolan Reihania. He says the battalion's warrior spirit came from their ancestors.
We were very respected by the Germans. They always found out where where we were in the front line, and they sent their best troops there against us.
He, like many, lied about his age to get in, claiming he was 22 when he was just 17. The rifle unit served during the Second World War in Greece, North Africa and Italy, then in Japan before being disbanded in 1946. Hundreds gathered at the National War Memorial to pay tribute.
They carried the banner of New Zealand into one of the two most destructive wars in history and acquitted themselves well and came out the victor.
The battalion earned an enviable reputation as a formidable fighting force and was the most decorated New Zealand battalion of the war.
But that decoration and reputation came at a cost.
They had a 70% casualty rate during the war, which was the highest of all infantry battalions that New Zealand sent overseas.
The veterans wanted to close the association down with dignity.
There will never be another 28th Maori Battalion association because this is the end of it for us.
So while this might be the final formal meeting of the association, those we spoke to have no doubt that the spirit of the 28th Maori Battalion will live on. Emma Jolliffe, 3 News.